Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to the Fluent Zone, your favorite place to enjoy interesting English stories and improve your listening and speaking skills. Today, we've brought you another exciting story that will not only entertain you, but also take you one step closer to becoming fluent in English.
You want to speak, but the words don't come. You try to explain your routine, but you feel stuck. Don't worry. Today, I will show you how a simple story can teach you how to speak about your daily life, from morning to night, step by step. This story is easy. It is slow. It is made just for you. Comment below. What time do you wake up every day? Chapter 1. A new day. Begins. Ali is a student. He is 14 years old. He lives in a small house with his parents and younger sister. He goes to school every day. He wants to speak English well. He tries to learn it slowly. This is his story. It is early morning. The room is dark. Ali is sleeping. His alarm rings. It is loud. Beep, 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 beep. He opens his eyes. He does not want to get up. He feels sleepy. He turns off the alarm. He lies in bed for one more minute. Then he hears his mother's voice. Ali, wake up. It's time for school. Ali says, "Okay, Mom." He slowly sits up. He stretches his arms. He yawns. He looks at the window. It is still a little dark. He wants to sleep more. But he remembers something. Today is an important day. There is an English quiz. He cannot miss school today. Ali gets out of bed. He puts on his slippers. The floor is cold. He walks to the bathroom. He takes his toothbrush. He puts toothpaste on it. He brushes his teeth slowly. He looks at his face in the mirror. His eyes are still sleepy. He washes his face with cold water. Now he feels a little fresh. He goes back to his room. He changes his clothes. Today he wears his school uniform. A white shirt, gray pants, a black belt. He looks in the mirror again. He fixes his collar. He smiles a little. "I look okay," he says to himself. He picks up his school bag. He checks if everything is inside. His books, his notebook, his pencil case. He does not want to forget anything. He takes a deep breath. He still feels a little nervous, but he is ready to go. He walks to the kitchen. His mother is making breakfast. The smell is nice. She puts an egg and some bread on a plate. She pours tea in a cup. "Eat quickly, Ali," she says. "You will be late." Ali sits down. He takes a bite. The bread is warm. He drinks a little tea. His sister comes and sits next to him. She is only 5 years old. She smiles at him. He smiles back. Ali says, "I have an English quiz today." His mother says, "Good luck, Beta. Do your best." His sister says, "You will win." Ali laughs. He feels happy. He finishes his breakfast. He stands up. He wears his shoes. He ties his laces slowly. He opens the door. It is cold outside. The sun is just rising. The sky is light orange. Ali hears footsteps. It is his friend Omar. Omar also goes to the same school. "Good morning," Omar says. "Ready for the quiz?" Ali says, "A little scared, but I studied last night." Omar nods. "We can do it together." They walk on the road. They see other students walking too. Everyone wears the same uniform. Some talk, some laugh, some are quiet. Ali feels calm now. He is not alone. He has his friend. He has his books. He is ready. The school gate is near. Ali sees many students going in. He takes one deep breath. Today will be a good day, he tells himself. He walks inside the gate with Omar. This is the start of Ali's day. A new day. A new chance to learn. A new chance to speak English. He is just a student, but he has a dream. He wants to learn. He wants to grow. He wants to speak, and he is trying. Let's follow Ali and see what happens next. Chapter 2. Getting Ready for School. Ali walks into the school gate. The guard says, "Good morning." Ali smiles and says, "Good morning, sir." He feels shy, but he wants to speak more. He wants to speak better. He sees many students. Some are standing. Some are walking. Some are running. Everyone is going to class. Some talk in English. Ali listens. He does not understand every word, but he tries to catch a few. One boy says, "Today is Monday." Another says, "I forgot my homework." Ali understands some words. He feels proud. Ali and Omar walk to their class. It is on the first floor. They climb the stairs. Ali holds the railing. He feels a little nervous. Today is the English quiz. He studied, but he is not sure. What if he forgets? What if he cannot answer? But he keeps walking. They reach the class. The door is open. The room is bright. The teacher is not there yet. Some students are sitting. Some are chatting. Ali goes to his seat. It is near the window. He likes this seat. He can see the trees outside. The sun is now bright. The birds are flying. Ali takes out his books. He opens his English notebook. He looks at the last page. There are some new words. He reads them again. Apple, bag, chair, door. He says them in his mind. He wants to remember them. Omar sits next to him. Omar says, "Let's review together." Ali nods. They read the words out loud, slowly, one by one. Ali says, "Cat." Omar says, "Dog." Ali says, "Egg." Omar says, "Fish." It feels like a game. They laugh, but they are learning too. Then the bell rings. It is loud. Ding, ding. The students sit straight. The room becomes quiet. Ali's heart beats fast. He takes a deep breath. The teacher enters. She smiles and says, "Good morning, class." The students say together, "Good morning, teacher." The teacher puts her books on the table. She looks around. "Are you ready for the quiz?" she asks. Some students nod. Some look worried. Ali looks at his paper. He is ready. The teacher gives out the quiz sheets, one by one. Ali gets his paper. He reads the first question. "Write 5 things you do in the morning," he thinks. He writes slowly. "I wake up. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I eat breakfast. I go to school." He looks at his words. They are simple, but they are correct. He smiles. He turns to the next question. "Write this sentence. I am a student." He writes it carefully, letter by letter. The quiz continues. Some questions are easy, some are a little hard. Ali tries his best. He remembers what he studied. He writes every answer slowly. clearly. He does not rush. After 20 minutes, the teacher says, "Time is up." She collects the papers. "Well done, everyone," she says. "You tried." Ali feels relaxed now. The quiz is over. He looks at Omar. Omar gives a thumbs up. Ali smiles back. The teacher writes on the board, "Let's talk about daily routines." She asks, "Who wants to speak?" The class is quiet. No one raises a hand. Ali looks down. His heart beats fast. He wants to try, but he is afraid. What if he says it wrong? What if they laugh? Then the teacher says, "Ali, would you like to try?" Ali feels surprised. His mouth feels dry, but he stands up slowly. Everyone looks at him. He takes a deep breath. He says, "I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I eat breakfast. I go to school." He stops. He looks at the teacher. The teacher smiles. "Good job, Ali," she says. "That was clear and correct." The class claps. Ali sits down. He feels warm inside. He did it. He spoke English in front of the class. This moment is small, but for Ali, it is big. He feels proud. He feels brave. He knows one thing now. He can speak. He can learn. And this is only the beginning. Let's see what happens in the next part of his day. Chapter 3. Going to School. It is the next day. The sun is still rising. The sky is soft orange and blue. Birds are flying. Some people are opening shops. Some are sweeping the roads. It is morning again. Ali wakes up early. He turns off his alarm before it rings. He feels a little better today. Yesterday he spoke in front of the class. He answered in English. He remembers the claps, the teacher's smile, the pride in his chest. Today he wants to try again. He gets up from bed. He brushes his teeth. He washes his face. He puts on his uniform, white shirt, gray pants, black shoes. He looks in the mirror. He says to himself, "I am learning. I can do it." His mother gives him breakfast, bread, butter, and tea. He eats quickly. He checks his school bag. English book? Yes. Notebook? Yes. Pencil case? Yes. He zips it shut. He is ready. Then someone knocks at the door. It's Omar. "Good morning," says Omar. Ali says, "Good morning." They smile. They start walking to school together. The road is not long, but it is full of life. They walk past the fruit shop. The shopkeeper is cutting apples. He waves. Ali waves back. They pass a tailor's shop. A man is sewing a shirt. They pass a bookstore. A girl comes out with her school bag. Ali and Omar talk as they walk. But today, Ali wants to try something different. He says, "Let's speak only in English." Omar looks surprised. Then he nods. "Okay, let's try." Ali says, "What time do you wake up?" Omar thinks. "I wake up at 6:30. Ali smiles. "Me too." Omar says, "Do you eat eggs in breakfast?" Ali says, "Sometimes." "Today I ate bread and butter." They laugh. It is simple English. But it works. They pass the big green tree. It is the halfway point. The school is close now. Other students are walking too. Some are older, some are younger. Some ride bicycles. Some come in vans. Ali feels proud. He is speaking English while walking. He feels like a new person, not shy, not silent. He is speaking. He is using what he learns. This is real practice. They reach the school gate. The guard checks their IDs. He says, "Go ahead." They walk into the school ground. It is full of noise, talking, laughing, footsteps, bells, whistles. Ali and Omar go to their class. They sit on their bench. Ali opens his English notebook again. He reads yesterday's sentences. He whispers them slowly. I wake up. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. Then something strange happens. A boy from another class comes to their room. He says, "Our teacher is absent. Can I sit here?" The teacher agrees. The boy sits behind Ali. During English class, the teacher gives a new activity. Today we will speak about our journey to school, she says. She points at Ali. You will speak first. Ali stands up. His hands feel cold, but he takes a deep breath. He says, I walk to school. I walk with my friend. We talk. We see shops. We see people. We speak English. I feel happy. The teacher claps. Very good, Ali. The class claps too. Even the boy from the other class smiles and says, Nice job. Ali sits down. He feels proud again. He knows now. Every time he speaks, he grows stronger. Every day, he feels a little more confident. Omar whispers, You are getting good. Ali smiles and says, You too. The class goes on, but something is different today. Ali is not just a student anymore. He is a learner, a speaker, a boy with a dream. Let's see what happens when Ali enters the classroom again in the next part of his journey. Chapter 4. In the Classroom. Ali is now sitting at his desk. The class is bright. The windows are open. The fan is turning slowly. The light from the sun comes through the window. The classroom feels quiet, but also full of energy. Ali looks around. His classmates are opening their bags. Some are talking in soft voices. Some are looking at the board. Some are writing in their notebooks. Ali opens his English notebook again. On the first page, he sees the sentence he wrote yesterday. I am a student. He reads it again. He smiles. The teacher walks in. She is wearing a light blue dress. Her hands hold some books and papers. She places them on the table. She looks at the class. She smiles. Good morning, students, she says. Everyone says, Good morning, teacher. The teacher writes on the board, Today's lesson, actions in the classroom. She turns to the class and says, Today we will learn what we do in class. We will speak these actions in English. Ali feels excited. He wants to learn. He wants to speak. He wants to know more words. The teacher starts. She says, Repeat after me. The class listens. I read, says the teacher. I read, says the class. I write, says the teacher. I write, says the class. I listen, says the teacher. I listen, says the class. I speak, says the teacher. I speak, says the class. Ali says the words slowly. He speaks each word with care. He wants to speak them right. He looks at the teacher's mouth. He copies her sound. He says the words again in his mind. Then the teacher walks around. She points at students. "What are you doing?" she asks. A boy says, "I read." A girl says, "I write." Another student says, "I listen." Then she comes to Ali. She smiles and says, "Ali, what are you doing?" Ali stands up. He feels nervous, but he tries. I listen," he says. His voice is soft, but his words are clear. "Very good," says the teacher. "You listen. You are learning." Ali sits down. His face feels warm. His heart feels strong. The teacher now gives a small task. "Write 5 things you do in the classroom," she says. "Use easy words." Ali takes his pencil. He starts to write, "I read." "I write." "I listen." "I speak." "I learn." He looks at his list. These are small words, but they are big to him. These are words he knows now. These are words he can use. The teacher comes to check. She reads his list. "Perfect," she says. She writes a smiley face on his notebook. Ali feels happy. A small drawing, but it means a lot. The bell rings. Time for the next class. But Ali does not want to stop. He wants to speak more. He wants to learn more. His next class is math. He puts away his English book, but inside, his thoughts are still in English. He whispers the words again in his mind. I read. I write. I listen. I speak. He looks at the board in the math class. The numbers are there. But he also sees something more. He sees his own progress. He sees a new beginning. A student learning one word at a time. Let's follow him into the next moment of his day, where he learns English not from books, but from his own small actions and friendships. Chapter 5. The English Lesson. After the math class, it is time for English again. This time, the teacher brings something new. She holds a small box in her hands. She puts it on the table and says, "Today, we will learn with objects." Ali feels curious. He looks at the box. What is inside? The teacher opens it slowly. She takes out small things, a pencil, a pen, a ruler, a sharpener, and a book. She holds each one up and says the name. "This is a pencil," she says. "This is a pen. This is a ruler. This is a sharpener. This is a book." She repeats the words. The students repeat after her. Ali says the words softly. Pencil, pen, ruler. He looks at each object carefully. He tries to connect the word with the thing. Before, these were just tools. Now they are English words. Now he knows their names. The teacher gives the box to a girl in the front row. "Pick one thing," she says, "and say what it is." The girl takes the ruler. She says, "This is a ruler." The teacher nods. The box moves. One by one, students pick an object and say its name. Ali waits. His heart beats fast. He wants to try. He wants to speak. The box comes to him. He sees the pen. He picks it up. He stands. He says, "This is a pen." His voice is clear. The teacher smiles. "Very good," she says. "Speak again." Ali says again, "This is a pen." this time louder, this time with more pride. He gives the box to the next student. Then he sits down. He looks at the pen in his hand. It is just a pen. But now it is more. It is part of his English. The teacher writes on the board, "This is," she says, "we use this to talk about one thing." Then she writes, "These are." She holds two pencils. "These are pencils," she says. Allie listens carefully. One is "this is." Two or more is "these are." He writes it down in his notebook. He draws a small picture to remember. One pencil equals "this is." Two pencils equals "these are." Then the teacher writes more sentences. "This is my book. This is my bag. These are my shoes." She says, "Now make your own sentences." Allie thinks. He looks at his bag. He writes, "This is my bag." He looks at his shoes. He writes, "These are my shoes." He raises his hand. The teacher nods. He reads his sentences, slowly, carefully. The class listens. No one laughs. No one talks. They listen to him. The teacher says, "Very nice, Allie. You are learning fast." Allie smiles. He did not think learning could feel this good. He did not think English could be fun. Then something happens. The boy sitting behind Allie taps him. "How do you say eraser in English?" he asks. Allie thinks. He remembers the word. He turns and says, "Rubber." The boy says, "Thanks." Allie nods. He feels something new inside. He helped someone. In English, it is a small thing, but it feels big. The bell rings. The class ends. The teacher says, "Well done, class. You are speaking better each day." Allie puts his notebook in his bag. He holds the pen again. He thinks, "This is my English. I'm growing it." The day is not over. There is more to come. Friends, laughter, mistakes, practice. Let's go with Ali to his next step, a moment many students love. Break time. Chapter 6. Break time and friends. The bell rings. It is break time. Students stand up. Chairs move. Bags open. Laughter fills the room. The air feels lighter now. The class is over. It's time to rest. Ali closes his notebook. He puts it back in his bag. His hands feel warm. He is still thinking about the English lesson. "This is my bag," he whispers. "These are my shoes." He smiles. Omar comes to him. "Let's go," he says. Ali nods. They leave the classroom together. The school ground is full. Boys are playing, girls are talking, some are eating, some are sitting under trees. The sun is high now. The day feels bright. Ali and Omar sit near a wall. It is their usual place. They open their lunch boxes. Omar has rice and chicken. Ali has a sandwich and juice. They start to eat. Ali says, "This is my sandwich." Omar laughs. "Still speaking English?" Ali says, "Yes." Practice, practice, practice. Omar smiles. He understands now. They talk in both languages, a little Urdu, a little English. They try. They make mistakes, but they don't stop. Ali says, "I drink juice." Omar says, "I eat rice." They laugh again. Then another boy comes. His name is Hamza. He is in the same class. He is funny. He always makes jokes. Hamza says, "What are you two doing? English lesson during lunch?" Ali says, "Yes. This is our new habit." Hamza says, Okay. Let me try. This is my spoon." They all laugh, but they keep going. Ali says, "Who is your best friend?" Omar says, "You." Hamza says, "Now me." Ali says, "Okay, these are my friends." Omar says, "Very good." Hamza says, "Very English." The three boys enjoy their break. They talk, they share food, they joke. But something is different now. They are learning while laughing. They are learning while living. Ali looks around. He sees other students. Some are alone. Some are with groups. He thinks, maybe they also want to speak English. Maybe they are shy. He remembers when he was shy. Just a few days ago, he couldn't speak in class, but now he is speaking with friends. He feels free. Break time is short. The bell rings again. It is time to go back. Students stand, some run, some walk slowly. Ali puts his lunchbox in his bag. Omar says, "Ready for science class?" Ali says, "Not really, but let's go." Hamza says, "I will sit with you." Ali says, "Okay, but speak English." Hamza says, "No promise." They all laugh again. As they walk back to class, Ali feels something important. He is not just learning from books. He is learning from people, from moments, from fun. He knows now. Speaking English is not only for class, it is for life. It is for friends, for fun, for every day. Let's see what happens when the next class begins. A new subject, a new challenge, a new moment to grow. Chapter 7. The Science Class. Ali walks back to class with Omar and Hamza. The break is over, but the feeling is still there. Light, fun, full of energy. Ali still hears the words in his mind. This is my sandwich. These are my friends. Now it's time for the next subject. Science. The classroom is quiet again. The teacher is already there. She is writing something on the board. The students walk in slowly. They sit down. The lesson is about to begin. Ali sits at his desk. He opens his science book. He looks at the words. They look big. They look hard. Photosynthesis, oxygen, carbon dioxide. These are long words. Ali doesn't understand them all. His heart feels heavy again. The teacher turns to the class. Today we will learn about plants, she says. She speaks clearly, but the words are fast. Ali tries to listen, but it feels like too much. He understands one word. Plants. The rest is a blur. She writes on the board, plants need sunlight, water, and air. Ali writes the sentence slowly in his notebook. He stops and looks at each word. He knows sun. He knows water. Air is new. He writes a small meaning next to it in his own language. He wants to understand. He tries hard. The teacher shows a picture of a plant. She points to the leaves, roots, and stem. This is a leaf, she says. Repeat after me. The class says, leaf. Then, this is a root. The class says root. This is a stem. Stem, the students repeat. Ali speaks too, slowly, carefully. Leaf, root, stem. The words feel better now, shorter, easier. Then something happens. The girl sitting next to him leans over. Her name is Ariba. She points at a word in the book. "What does this mean?" she whispers. It is the word nutrients. Ali does not know, but he looks up. He raises his hand. The teacher comes. "Yes, Ali?" He points to the word. "What is nutrients?" he asks. The teacher smiles. "Good question," she says. She explains slowly. "Nutrients are the good things in food or soil. They help plants grow." Ali nods. Ariba nods too. "Thank you," Ariba whispers. Ali feels proud. He asked a question. He got an answer. He helped a classmate. And he learned a new word. The teacher gives an activity. "Draw a plant. Label its parts," she says. Ali takes his pencil. He draws a small plant. He writes leaf, stem, root, flower. He looks at his drawing. It's not perfect, but it's his. And it's in English. The teacher walks by. She looks at his notebook. "Good work, Ali," she says. She draws a star next to his drawing. He smiles. A small star. A big feeling. The bell rings. Class is over. Ali closes his book. He feels tired, but he feels strong too. He spoke in English. He listened. He asked. He learned. Ariba says, "Your drawing is nice." Ali says, "Thank you." She says, "Your English is nice too." Ali feels shy, but happy. The students leave the room. Some talk, some laugh. Ali walks slowly. He thinks about the word nutrients. He thinks about how one question helped him learn. English is not just reading. It is asking. It is trying. It is sharing. Let's go with Ali as he walks back home. The school day is ending, but the learning continues. Chapter 8. Going back home. The final bell rings. The school day is over. Students stand up. The classroom is full of noise again. Some are happy, some look tired, some are running outside, some are walking slowly. Ali stands too. He stretches his arms. His body feels tired, but his heart feels light. Today was a good day. He answered in English. He asked a question in science class. He even helped a classmate. These small things feel big to him. He puts his books in his bag, carefully, gently, his notebook with the star, his English book, his pencil case. He zips it. He takes one last look at the classroom. He smiles. Omar is waiting at the door. "Ready?" he asks. Ali says, "Yes, let's go." They walk out together. The sun is not so bright now. The shadows are long. The wind is cool. The street is busy. Some students are eating snacks. Some are calling their parents. Some are getting into school vans. Ali and Omar walk slowly. The road feels different now. It feels soft. It feels quiet. Not because the street is empty, but because inside, Ali is calm. Omar says, "You did well today." Ali says, "Thanks. You too." Omar says, "Your drawing was nice. The plant with labels." Ali says, "I tried. I like drawing." They walk past the same shops as before, the fruit shop, the tailor's shop, the bookstore. Ali sees the same people, but today he sees more. He sees in English. He looks at an apple. "Apple," he says. He looks at a book. "Book." He points to a man sitting on a chair. "Chair." Omar laughs. "Everything is English now?" Ali says, "Yes, I'm practicing." They walk past the big green tree. It's quiet there. Birds sit on the branches. Ali looks up. He says, "Tree." Omar says, "Sky." They smile. When they reach the corner, Omar says goodbye. "See you tomorrow," he says. Ali says, "Yes." Tomorrow. Ali walks alone now. He turns down his street. He sees his house. His little sister is waiting at the door. She waves and shouts, "Bye!" He waves back. He feels warm inside. His mother is in the kitchen. She sees him and says, "How was school?" Ali says, "It was good." She asks, "Did you speak English?" Ali says, "Yes." "I spoke, I listened, I asked, I answered." His mother smiles. "I'm proud of you." He sits down on the mat. He takes off his shoes. He puts his bag in the corner. His sister comes and sits next to him. "Teach me one English word," she says. Ali thinks. He looks at her eyes. He says, "Smile." She says, "Smile?" Ali nods. "Yes, this is a smile." He shows his teeth and smiles. She copies him. They both laugh. His father comes home. He puts his hand on Ali's head. "How was your day?" Ali says, "It was a learning day." His father nods. Every day can be a learning day. Ali gets up. He washes his face. He changes his clothes. He eats some snacks. Then he opens his notebook. He looks at the plant drawing. He touches the star the teacher gave him. He whispers, "This is progress." The day is ending. The sun is low. The sky is pink and gold. But Ali knows something. Even though school is over, English is still with him. In his words, in his thoughts, in his smile. Let's follow him into the next part of his day, when the evening comes and he learns in new ways without even opening a book. Chapter 9. Evening Routine. The sun is going down, the sky is orange and pink, the birds are flying back to their trees. It is evening now, a quiet time, a soft time. Ali sits in the living room. His sister is playing with a doll. His mother is folding clothes. The TV is on, but no one is really watching. The house feels calm. Ali opens his English notebook. He looks at the new words from today. Leaf, root, stem, nutrients. He says each word softly, one by one. Then he makes sentences. This is a leaf. These are roots. He writes them down again, slowly, clearly. Then he remembers a word from his cartoon. He turns on the TV. He goes to the cartoon channel. The characters are speaking English. He watches, he listens. He doesn't understand every word, but he catches some. Let's go. Wait for me. I am hungry. I am happy. Simple words, easy feelings. He watches and listens. He repeats them quietly. I am happy, he says. He is happy. Not just because of the cartoon, but because he understands more than before. After some time, his mother calls him. Ali, come for dinner. He goes to the kitchen. The table is ready. There is rice, curry, and roti. His father is already sitting. His sister is humming a song. They sit together, they eat, they talk. His father asks, "What did you learn today?" Ali says, "I learned the parts of a plant." His father says, "Tell me in English." Ali takes a deep breath. This is a leaf. These are roots. This is a stem. His father smiles. His mother claps softly. Very nice, she says. Ali feels proud again. These words are his now, not just from a book, but from his own voice, from his own life. After dinner, Ali washes his hands. He puts away his plate. He goes to the living room again. He takes a piece of paper. He starts to draw. He draws a tree. Then he writes under it, "This is a tree." His sister comes near him. She says, "What is this?" Ali says, "Tree." She says, "Good job, bye." He smiles. Then he remembers his friend, Omar. He takes out his phone. He sends a voice note. Omar, today I said sentences in front of my parents. I said, "This is a leaf." They were happy. After that, Ali picks up his school bag. He takes out his homework. It is science again. He starts to write. But this time, he writes in English too. Just a few words. Just one sentence. Plants need sunlight, water, and air. He writes it slowly. He reads it again. He closes his eyes and says it out loud. The clock ticks. The night grows deeper. The stars are out now. The air is cool. The day is ending. Ali looks around. His mother is putting his sister to bed. His father is reading a newspaper. Everything feels soft and slow. Ali feels sleepy too, but his heart is full of words, full of courage, full of small victories. He whispers one more sentence. Today, I learned something new. Let's go with Ali one last time, into the night, into his dreams, into the final chapter of this simple, powerful day. Chapter 10. A Good Night and a New Hope. The house is quiet now. The lights are dim. The kitchen is clean. The TV is off. The stars shine outside the window. It is bedtime. Ali walks to his room. His little sister is already asleep. She holds her doll in one hand. Her face is calm, peaceful. Ali takes his notebook. He sits on his bed. He opens the last page. He writes the date. Then he writes one short line. Today I tried. He looks at the page. It is just 3 words. But they are powerful. They are real. He did try. He gave his best. He remembers the morning, the alarm, the sleepiness, the walk to school. He remembers the English quiz, his first sentence in class. He remembers laughing with Omar and Hamza at break time. He remembers the science class, the new words, the star from the teacher. He remembers watching cartoons in English, speaking with his parents, teaching his sister. He remembers every little moment. All those moments are now inside him. They are part of his learning, part of his story. He looks at the window. The moon is round and bright. It feels close, like a friend watching over him. Ali closes his notebook. He puts it on the side table. He lies down. He pulls the blanket over his chest. He feels warm. He whispers, "I am a student. I speak English now, a little, but every day, more." He smiles. His eyes close slowly. And just before he sleeps, he says one last sentence in his mind. "Tomorrow, I will try again." That is Ali's story. A simple day, a student's day. He did not learn everything, but he learned something. He did not speak perfectly, but he spoke. He was not the best, but he was better than yesterday. And tomorrow he will be better again. You can be like Ali. You can learn English, one word at a time, one sentence at a time. Speak about your day. Speak about your food, your books, your friends. Don't be afraid. Don't wait. Just start. Like Ali, just say, "Today I tried." And that is enough. If you felt this story helped you, please don't stop here. Practice now. Write one sentence in the comments. Tell me, what do you do every day? Like this video. Subscribe to Bookish English. New stories, new words, and more practice are coming, just for you. And remember, today you tried. That's the first step to fluency. See you in the next story.